I know healthcare is important. I know healthcare obviously transcends both parties, but a recent poll from the New York Times shows that 2% of people think healthcare is the most important issue facing this country. There's over 10 issues that they view are more important than that. Do you think that this is the hill to die on? Do you think that this is the thing to the policy, the issue to strap the government shutdown fight to?
Well, look, I think healthcare is obviously it's something. It's one of those things that you need until, or you don't think you need it until you need it, right? And so, there are a lot of young people who are, why do I need to have health insurance, or why do I need to go see a doctor? I feel good. I'm young. I'm healthy. But you never know, and it is important, right? And the healthcare costs are continuing to rise, and we need to do what we can for the American people to keep it affordable. And taking away these tax credits, taking away the subsidies, are not doing that. And so this is an important issue. It is something that the American people are advocating for, and it is something that we need to get done. And we can't keep kicking that can down the road.
I want to read something that Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said. He said this: ending this shutdown will require Donald Trump to step in and push Speaker Johnson to negotiate, because without the president's involvement, Speaker Johnson and MAGA Republicans in the House are increasingly dug in. A, do you agree with that, being a member of the House yourself? And B, how would you want to see President Trump involve himself?
Well, look, he had the meeting with the congressional leadership. He needs to do it again if he wants to end this shutdown. Bring them back together. Let's work on a deal and let's get it done. Right now, there's no leadership coming from the White House. He could end this just like that. All he has to do is say, "Okay, let's get it done. Let's negotiate. Let's get this healthcare deal done," and it would be over. But he's not doing that right now. I think he's digging in too. But this is not the leadership that we expect from a president. We need somebody who's going to go in there and try and make this happen, get this deal done, and get the government back open. But he doesn't want to do that. And look, the other thing too, right, is we have to have some protections as to what this, to keep the president under control. They have just gone and like money that like Congress has appropriated that's supposed to go to different things, whether it be grants or other organizations. The president has just gone on his own without congressional approval and said, well, we're not going to fund that anymore. He doesn't have that power. That's not his responsibility. He is supposed to carry out the will of Congress when it comes to the purse. And that is not happening right now. And we can't, I, in good faith, cannot support any legislation that doesn't have those protections in it that's just going to let him, do whatever he wants.